Hello, stamping friends. This is Lisa from Live and Let Stamp, and today I'm going to be showcasing some products that right now are either on last chance markdowns or are products you can earn for free through Sale-A-Bration. So I made these beautiful floral cards and in two different colors, and the one I'm going to be putting together today is in another color because I really couldn't decide which color I liked the best, so maybe you can help me pick that out. So it's made with the set Pretty Petals, and this set is currently on last chance. It was regularly $18. It's 50% off. It's marked down to $9. The dies that come with it were $25, and now you can get them for $10. So you can get the stamps and dies for just $19. Sorry about that. And I really love it because some stamps you have to, if you want two colors, you have to like color the stamp with your markers. But this one you don't, because you first stamp the background and then you put in the flowers. So I'm just going to demonstrate that really quick. So I'm getting my mat because these are photopolymer stamps, and I'm going to do the leaves first, and I'm going to do that in Coastal Cabana. I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up and stamp. Now this is a like a textured stamp, a distinctive stamp, so you are supposed to get different levels of coverage from the stamp. So they're not going to all look filled in, but it's not a problem with your stamp. It's supposed to look like that. Then to do the floral part, I'm going to show you a technique where I'm going to combine this Petunia Pop, this one of the in colors, but to give the flowers this darker look here, I'm going to be also using my Stampin Write marker in Blackberry Bliss. Now, how do I decide what colors to use? Well, I take the DSP that I'm using. In this case, this DSP here, let me show you. This gorgeous DSP is actually available on Sale-A-Bration for free. And it is gorgeous. If you saw last week's video, I showcased this same paper. They're 12 by 12, so you can get a lot of cards out of this, and this paper is totally free when you purchase at least $60. You can make this one of your choices. Now, last I saw, it was on low inventory, and I'm not sure if they're going to get it back or not, being a Sale-A-Bration product. So if that's something you're thinking of getting, you might want to jump in and do that, because it is just absolutely beautiful. So on the back of all of your DSP, it will give you all of the colors that are in the papers. So one of them is Blackberry Bliss. So that's how I decided on Blackberry Bliss. So put this aside. I'm going to go ahead and ink the stamp like I normally would with the Petunia Pop. And actually this Petunia Pop is a little bit, it's new, so it kind of stamps really dark. Let me get this is just a piece of copy paper, and I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes your stamps come a little too juicy. Let's see how this one looks. Oh, actually that doesn't look too bad. Probably because I've been using it a lot lately, but when I first started using it, what I did was I took my bone folder and I just pulled some of the ink to the side. Now it eventually goes back in, so you're not harming your stamp pad at all. But in this case, I think I finally have the right amount of ink, so I'm going to go ahead and use this like it is. It's always good to check, though. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up. And then I just take the brush tip from my Stampin' Write marker in Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to go at the bottom of these big flowers because those are the ones that are going to get cut out and glued on to give the card a little texture. Although you could do them all. I'm just going to do these. Okay, so just put a little of that darker color. Like I said, you could do them all if you wanted. It doesn't take long. I'll go ahead and do them all because your die is going to cut all these out. It's awesome. Okay, now since I've had this off of the stamp pad for a little bit, I am going to go ahead and just do a little huff on it with my breath. That can just make sure that it's moist enough to stamp. And then we'll stamp. Now, oh, you have to make sure you line it up right. So it goes like this. There you go. Isn't that pretty? It just looks so nice with the multiple colors on the flower. It just gives that a little bit of that texture. So then you have the two dies that cut this. Oh, you know what I did? And this is why it's so much fun to do this live. On the original card, actually I can show you because I have them cut out. I did the stamp without the dark, which doesn't make really a difference except the outside ones now have the dark on them. And then I went back and did another stamp with the dark ones and then cut those out with the die to put on top. So that's what I did. So anyway, you see the technique. That's how it's done. And I was going to show you the dies. So you have this one that cuts out the whole piece. And then, like I did a separate bunch of flowers. This actually cuts out only the flowers. So you can get those separate and then you can glue them on. It just gives your card a little more texture. There are additional dies that go with the other little pieces of greenery. So it's just a really great value. Now for the card, for this one, I did the Coastal Cabana card base, and I used the plaster painting 3D embossing folder. This comes with the mixed media florals, but it would also be really pretty with that embossing folder that you can get free. It's called Starstruck in Sale-A-Bration. Really, any background would look really, really good with this card. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Cat fur. So I hope everyone's having a nice President's Day. Great day to make cards. I think I would like it that way. Make sure it's opening correctly. I've made that mistake before. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Now the next layer is that floral cutout that's cut out with the countryside corners. Now, those are not on sale right now. They are a great set, though. because they have graduated sizes in the country corners. And I just love when die sets have that, because then you can mat your stamping. So these are those dies. And this little one is really great for sentiments, as is that one. So this is a really good die set. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these on. This is with the Coastal Cabana. Then we're going to put on our flowers. Again, I'm sorry I didn't demonstrate it correctly, but this one is just stamped with just the petunia pop on the stamp. And then cut out with the countryside corners. Now, you can cut this out. I showed you the die for that, but I just wanted it like this, and then to put my flowers on, have to match the flower to this one, and that's, I think, this one. You can do this for all of them. They all cut out, but I just chose to do this for the 4 main flowers, and I'm going to put those on with my Tombow liquid glue. Use my little gum tip here. And stick that on. You know right where to put the glue because it goes right over. You could even do these in like totally different colors and have multiple colors of flowers, like the DSP has multiple colors of flowers. Okay, so you see when that is done, it just gives it that little bit of texture because those flowers are separate. Whoops, that one wasn't adhered yet. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put the entire piece on. Our card front. Okay, so let's talk about some more good deals. So I decided I wanted this to be a birthday card. So this is Beautiful Butterflies. It is available in the current catalog. It is $24, but this was one of the free Sale-A-Bration items added in February. You can get this $24 set of butterflies and really nice sentiments for free on Sale-A-Bration. So I wanted to use this happy birthday, and I wanted a small sentiment because I didn't want to cover up any of these beautiful flowers. So then I went searching for a die that would be good, and I found it in another last chance item. This is Iconic Imagery, and the die set has these great dies. This one and these two that are so great for sentiments, and this one fits the happy birthday perfectly. You get the star and the leaf, and I mean, it's really a nice set of dies. You can get these dies right now for $9.20. They were $23, so that's a great markdown. And you can get the stamp set that goes with them and has basically a lot of occasions. You've got, you know, your birthday candle, you have leaves, you have snowflakes, you have a Christmas tree, you have hearts, the celebrate and grateful. You could use those year round. So this stamp set is half price. It's $10. You can get the stamps and the dies for iconic imagery right now for $19.20. Super. So here's the happy birthday. Cut it out with this die, which I love that it has like the little dots around the outside. This I put on with dimensionals, so it would stand up just a bit. It's 2 dimensionals. And don't go away, I have one more Sale-A-Bration freebie to talk about. Okay, I wanted that offset. I just don't like my cards too symmetrical. And this is really symmetrical, but you could put that right in the center. Okay, so what do flowers need to go with them as bling? Butterflies. Butterflies, not just any butterflies, beautiful brushed brass butterflies. They come in these packages. There's 2 sizes. There's large and there's small. This is a freebie on Sale-A-Bration. You can get these for free. So awesome. So for my card, I decided to put a large butterfly and 2 small butterflies, but you could do it any way you want. And I think I like him maybe, how about here on this, going toward this flower. There. And that just makes it so pretty. For the inside, I just take a piece of cardstock and some of the same DSP and glue that along the bottom and place that inside. You can see how that looks in the card. It just makes it really pretty when you open it up and it is there. So let's go ahead and I put that on with liquid glue so I can slide it a little, make sure it's right on the bottom. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to add this to the inside of the card. Five and a quarter by 4. So you can still see a bit of that Coastal Cabana around the edges like a frame. There it is. The card is finished. So now I have 1 in Coastal Cabana, 1 in Petunia Pop, and 1 in Shaded Spruce. So which one do you like better? And why? Which one do you think looks the best? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a little bit. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a great day.